Welcome once again to Marriage Without Tears channel. My name is Felix Okeke. I am your marriage counselor and coach. If you have not had the privilege of subscribing to this channel and you are a married couple, then you are missing a whole lot. Please, that red button by my side is the subscription button. Just click on it and get subscribed, because we're on a journey how to make your marriage better, how to give it that touch that will cause it to become a joyful season for you. A marriage that will be full of bliss, full of joy, full of harmony. That's what we are trying to build through this channel. And I know that many of the things we are talking about here will minister to you. Like the topic we have today is a continuation of what we started last week in the last edition. It simply says how to make a man feel loved. How to make a man feel loved. If you are a woman in marriage, you ought to know how to make your man to feel loved. I mean, a whole lot of women have had that problem. They don't know what to do. They don't know which areas to touch. They don't know things to do to make their man feel loved. And they think they have done all they could, and somehow it's not working. But as you listen to the points I'm going to raise here today, you will know what to do to make your man feel loved. Once again, this is part 2 of that production. We mentioned from part 1, I think the 9th point in the last one. So today, we're going to take it from number 11 and possibly to number 20. I want you to take this serious. As you practice this, we are not just raising hearers on this particular channel. We are raising people who will hear and who will obediently put to practice some of the things we are saying here. And then their relationship will be better for it. How to make your man feel loved. Number 1 in this second part. Number 1, you must try as much as possible to make your man your number 1 priority. It does not matter the kind of pressure you have at work. It does not matter what influences you are having from friends, from anywhere, even no matter whatever condition you may find yourself. Make him your number 1 priority. I have seen people who are, for whatever reason, they don't make their wives number 1 priority. I have seen ministers, even pastors, who will go to the mountain and spend months on the mountain, not realizing that they are also living a vacuum at home. And when they come back to the house, they meet a different woman. I have seen it happen. I have seen women who, for whatever reason, they remove themselves from the bedroom, and for whatever reason, before you know it, the man is looking outside. So make your man your number 1 priority. Very, very important indeed. Make your man your number 1 priority. Put him at the head of the table. Make him, let him realize in his heart that after God, that he is actually your number 1 priority. He's your covering, he's your head. As far as that marriage is concerned, he's occupying a very, very important position in your life. Very, very important. You must let him know in words and in actions. That is the first thing you need to do. The second thing you need to do, whenever you have a conflict, no matter how big or small the conflict may be, it does not matter whether you are at fault or not, be always the very first person to ask for his forgiveness. Apologize to him. It does not matter whether you are right or wrong. What does that say? It says that you value your husband, you value your man more than whatever issue that is in the relationship. No matter whatever is the contending variables, whatever you are contending with is a secondary thing compared to the harmony and the joy of your relationship. You value that joy, you value that harmony more than anything else. And therefore, you become the stronger party. I have said it many times on this channel, that it is always the stronger party in a relationship that seeks for peace, not the weaker party. Not the other way around. It's the stronger party. So be that stronger party in the relationship that is able to consider your relationship more important than whatever is the issue at stake. Always be the very first to apologize to him. If you do that, he will have it at the back of his mind that truly he is loved by you. Number 3, anytime that you are together, show him affection. Cuddle beside him. Either you are sitting beside him or cuddle under him. Sit with him, peck him, even kiss him. Show him that affection, that emotion, that affection. Show it to him. Show him truly that you love him. Check his fingernails. If he's overgrown, get a razor. Begin to cut the fingernails. Do pedicure on him. As you are doing that and cleaning some certain spots in his physical body, he will begin to feel loved. Let him know that you have him in mind. Let him know that he's as a matter of fact, that there is no other man that is like him upon the face of the earth. Let him know that appreciate his physical well-being. Always let him know that he is the best specimen of any man that is created upon the face of the earth. He's the best. It does not matter how. Don't use other people to compare to him. No, he is the best there is. You must consider it in your heart, and you must let him know continually. If you do that to him, certainly he will know that he is truly loved by you. That is the third thing you need to do as a woman who desires to make her husband to feel loved. What is the fourth thing you need to do? You need to love his God. You need to love his God. If a man loves God and he gives that God all his ultimate attention in prayer, in retreats, in all manner of ways in worship, be part of that love. You know, go beside him, begin to love his God. If any man discovers that you actually love his God the way he loves him, that God will become the central figure that unites both of you in a relationship. Love his God. Treasure his God. Whatever commitments he's making towards that God, be part of that commitment. I have seen couples quarreling because a man is tithing and the woman simply feels, oh, why are you pushing so much money in the church while we are hungry? No. If you actually love his God, you must understand the reason behind that thing that he's doing. You must understand the reason behind his commitment. If you don't understand it, go beside him. Let him open up and tell you why it is necessary for him to do that kind of spiritual sacrifice. Don't begin to antagonize him. Love his God. If a man discovers that you actually and truly love his God, that man will love you. That man will treasure that love in his heart. Very, very important. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please look at that red button by my side. Click on that red button and get subscribed. I want you to be part of this journey because it's a journey of grace. It's a journey of love. It's a journey that will build harmony in your life and in the life of your family. So be part of it. Click on that red button and get subscribed as we go to the fifth point. Now, the fifth thing you must do, if you must make your man feel loved on the inside, the fifth thing you must do is that you need to begin to dress for him. Begin to dress for him. If you finish dressing and you come out and your man looks at you and say, darling, I don't actually appreciate the kind of that thing you are wearing. There is a cloth you wore the other time and when I saw you, it was wonderful. I mean, can you try that cloth? Don't begin to say all manner of things and say, it's my body, I dress the way I want, and this is what I want to put on and I must go. No. He is your number one, praiser. He is the one that is worshiping you. He looks at you, he appreciates you, he knows the kind of thing that fits you for his pleasure. Learn to dress for him. If you are a woman and you know truly that you want to make this man feel loved, put on the things that he desires you to put on so that when you are going out and he takes a look at you, there will be joy in his heart. He knows that he's carrying a precious vessel with him. So learn to dress for him. If you're a woman, I want you to take that very, very serious. Learn to dress for him. Learn to put on the things he desires to put. The shoes, the hats, the whatever is the accoutrements, the jewels, whatever he desires to put on for his good, for his pleasure. He is the one that is in this walk with you. So if he desires you to put on whatever, just dress for him as long as it is a modest dressing. Don't dress naked because of whatever. Just dress for him. Dress in a way that is modest, in a way that is appreciative, in a way that will minister joy to him and joy to the people around you. That is the way you should dress. So dress for him. Number 6, if you must make that man to feel loved, never ever nag him. Never ever condemn him in the midst of his friends. Never nag him in public. Never use caustic remarks against him in the open, especially when you are together for whatever reason, maybe an issue arose and you disagreed. Don't raise your voice at him in the public. Don't begin to say things that you will regret later. So no matter whatever the issue may be, learn how to control yourself. Don't nag him in public. Don't begin to say things that will make his friends demean him. Don't begin to say things that will make the society begin to look down on him. I have seen it happen several times. Many women, because they earn possibly better than their husband, possibly they are more positioned than their husband, then they forget the fact that that husband is the head, is your head. And then because you forget that, you begin to say things. And at the end of the day, you finish, making him nasty or messing him up in the public, and then you go in the secret to beg for mercy, to beg for forgiveness. It doesn't work that way. As long as you disembowel or you mess up your man in public, You may never have that chance of gathering the same number of people again when you ask for mercy, or when you ask for forgiveness. So why don't you curtail that by keeping a rein on your emotions? Don't ever nag or condemn your husband or your man in the midst of other people. Very, very important. If you must earn his respect, if you must earn his love, and if you must feel that love in his heart, it is very important. Never condemn him in public. Once again, have you subscribed to this channel? Look at that red button, click on it, and get subscribed as we go to number 7. Number 7, sometimes surprise him with a love note put inside his pocket, either the pocket of the suit or the pocket of his trousers or the pocket of his shirt. Put it, don't allow him to know, just conceal it there. Put it there where he can just find it on his own. Possibly he's just looking for some cash in his pocket, or he's looking for something, maybe a pen in his pocket, and somehow he brings out a note and he opens it up, and that note tells him how much you love him. A love note inserted inside of his pocket. If he brings it out at such some kind of moment, possibly when he's tensed up in the office, or when he's under pressure for one thing or the other, and he brings it, that will bring down the tension. That will keep him, there will be an emotional upsurge inside of him. He begins to know of a truth that despite all of this, that he's actually loved by the woman he actually loves. So very, very important. Put a love note in his pocket, or no, conceal it in his pocket. Put it in a place where I can find it. Maybe there are some monies. I just bring out the money, put the love note inside the money, and put it, knowing fully well that when he puts his pocket, hand it to his pocket to bring out that money, that note will come out, and he will read it, and it will send a loving signal inside his spirit. Very, very important. You can do it even now. Number 8. For a woman that desires to make her husband to feel loved on the inside, you must be determined from the onset to know him more and more. Find out all you can about him. Try to learn his likes and dislikes. And whatever are his likes, try to help him to enjoy it. And whatever are his dislikes, try to avoid them. If you do that, you will send a loving signal inside of him that this woman actually have me in her heart. What are those things that he doesn't want to see around him? Is he a very clean person, and possibly he abhors dirty surroundings, dirty homes, dirty laundries? Then of a truth, all you can do is to make up your mind to actually clean the home at all times. Does he love to listen to music or to listen to news channels on the TV? Then make it available to him. Love those things that he loves. Begin to appreciate those things he appreciates. If it's somebody that reads books, find out the kind of books he normally reads. And then as you're coming back from work, pick one for him and give it to him like a gift. And he will appreciate that. Find out those things that he loves. I've seen a woman go out and pick some of the kind of music albums that the husband loves so much and bring it back to him. And the man jumped upon it. He was ecstatic. He was full of joy. There are things you can do. Find out what your man loves and do them. And those things that he abhors, walk away from them. If you do that, you will always walk in harmony. Very, very important. Don't let this point go down. You must make it a part and parcel of you. Very, very important. And what is number 9? Number 9 of a truth, if you desire your man to feel loved on the inside, then make love to him. I say it again, make love to him. Make love to him. I can say it countless times. Learn how to make love to your man. For whatever reason, if you discover that the bedroom is very unexciting, make it exciting. If you discover that there are sometimes some things, some emotional things that is making your husband not feel inhibited, then learn to draw him out of that kind of a melancholy. Learn to draw him out. Bring out the best in him, especially when he's in bed. Make love to him. Make up your mind. Don't lie down like a cadaver, like a corpse while he's jumping up and down. No. Be exciting in bed. Turn him over and over. Make sweet love to him. By the time you finish, your man will know, this one is wonderful. It's more than any woman that I've ever. Make love to him. Make up your mind to make love to him. When you see a woman who has made up her mind to make love to her man, you will know the difference. You are not doing it like a duty of love. You are doing it because you enjoy it. And you are doing it because you love to see your husband or your man enjoy it. Very, very important. Learn how to make love to him. If there are certain things that are inhibiting that, possibly you are obese, you are too fat, or for whatever reason, then learn to adjust. Learn to work out. Check the food content. Check the kind of food you eat. Whatever you are doing that is making the bedroom uncomfortable, check yourself. But make up your mind to actually make love to your man. And that man will enjoy you. And that man will treasure you. Before I go to number 10, please subscribe to this channel. If you are actually somebody that desires to make a success of his or her marriage, subscribe to this channel. I'll give you number 10 and then I will give you one bonus point, because I realized that last week I only stopped at number 9. I will give you number 10 and I will give you the 11th one. And what is number 10? Simply says, make out time for a private leisure time with him. You know, possibly you have been overworked, or you are the kind of person that works from January to December. You never take out time for yourself. I'm asking you now, from now henceforth, make out particular times of the year when you can take him out on a private retreat. Arrange it together. Possibly 2 weeks away from the hustle and bustle of the city, or from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, can make all the difference in your life. It can make all the difference in your marriage. It can make your man begin to realize that there is a depth inside of you, that there is something inside of you to treasure. I mean, sometimes in our daily exercise of faith and in our daily life, we must forget some of the good things that we actually treasure from one another. But when you go out on a vacation, if you cannot afford to go overseas, you can afford to spend time even in your village. When you go out on a vacation, it affords us the time to look at ourselves once again and begin to appreciate one another at a deeper level. So make out such a time. Sit with your man, decide the time of the year that you can all go out on a vacation, so that you spend time together and then you become one again. So that when you come back to your home, you become refreshed again to enjoy the marital journey. Very, very important. And that will put a lot of joy inside the heart of your man, or inside the heart of your husband. And what is my bonus point? I want to throw in a bonus point. And what is that bonus point? Do unto him what you will want him to do unto you. It is give unto him what you want him to give unto you. If you are somebody that loves to be talked to with joy, with respect, then do the same thing unto him. If you are somebody that loves to be appreciated, then appreciate him. If you are somebody that loves a good smile, then smile back at him. Do unto him what you want him to do unto you. Are you a woman and you love your man to come back with gifts and all manner of gifts, and then inundate you with gifts? Then you can also do the same to him. Buy gifts as you are coming back from work or coming back from the market. Learn to stop halfway. Buy a gift. A gift does not necessarily need to cost millions. I have seen people who buy even a 100 naira worth of biscuit. It can make all the difference. Just $1 worth of something can make all the difference. A gift doesn't have to be expensive. I've often told us that the quality of a gift is not really in the gift, it is in the heart of the giver. The one who gives you the gift is the one who determines the quality of the gift. So a gift given from a loving heart makes all the difference. If you give your husband gifts, certainly he will also be called for to also do a return gift unto you, or at least appreciate you for investing in his life and for showing him such great love and such depth of love. I appreciate you for taking out time to listen to us. Please, I want people who practice what we say, not just hearing it, but practicing it. Please put all this from the first edition, the part 1 to this is the part 2. Put all of them in practice. You will see your relationship turn around for good. You will see your man become excited. You will see your man become refreshing. You will see him blossom. You will see him begin to reflect the love and the grace you had in mind, even when you married him on that faithful day at the altar. So, please, do it. Take our counsel and be blessed. I thank you for taking our time to listen to this production, and I look forward to further ones. And please, do the needful. Click on that red button, get subscribed.